Welcome back, explorers. Today, we delve into one of the most harrowing industrial disasters in history. Darkness fell upon Bhopal, a tapestry woven with the soft murmur of life. The city, unaware of the impending doom, continued its nightly rhythm. Unaware, unsuspecting, the city slumbered. Families nestled in their homes, children dreaming of a brighter tomorrow. A gentle breeze, usually carrying the sweet scent of jasmine, shifted, acrid, metallic, alien. It was the harbinger of an unseen terror. Then the silence shattered. A high-pitched hiss, escalating into a deafening roar, ripped through the night. The tranquility was replaced by sheer panic. Panic surged through the narrow streets. People, disoriented and terrified, ran in every direction, seeking refuge from an invisible enemy. A ghostly cloud, thick and white, descended upon the city, a suffocating shroud. It enveloped everything in its path, leaving no room for escape. Coughing, gasping, people stumbled out of their homes, desperate for air, for escape. The streets became a chaotic maze of fear and confusion. The air, thick with a noxious gas, scorched their lungs, each breath a searing pain. Visibility vanished, chaos reigned. The city was engulfed in a nightmare. Mothers clutched their children, their faces contorted in terror. Families were torn apart in the chaos, their cries echoing through the night. The weak, the old, the young, they fell first, their cries swallowed by the night. The streets were littered with the fallen, a grim testament to the unfolding tragedy. The night resonated with the chilling symphony of a city caught in the throes of an unfathomable disaster. The once vibrant city was now a scene of utter devastation. Animals lay lifeless, their eyes wide with a final silent terror. The disaster spared no living being, its reach extending to every corner of the city. The very air they breathed turned against them, a venomous betrayer. The invisible killer showed no mercy, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. This was Bhopal, December 3rd, 1984, the night the earth wept, a night that would forever be etched in the annals of history. From the heart of the Union Carbide pesticide plant, a poisonous cloud laden with methyl isocyanate escaped into the night. It was a silent, deadly intruder. Invisible, insidious, it spread rapidly, engulfing the densely populated city. The residents, unaware of the danger, continued their nightly routines. The air, thick with the stench of chemicals, became a harbinger of death. The once familiar scent of the city was replaced by a noxious odor. Hospitals overflowed, ill-equipped and unprepared for a catastrophe of this magnitude. The medical staff, overwhelmed, struggled to cope with the influx of patients. Doctors and nurses, overwhelmed by the sheer number of victims, worked tirelessly, their faces etched with despair. The weight of the disaster bore heavily on their shoulders. The immediate aftermath was nothing short of apocalyptic. The city, once bustling with life, was now a scene of chaos and despair. Bodies lay strewn across the streets, silent witnesses to the horrors of the night. The scale of the disaster was unimaginable. Bhopal, once a vibrant city, was now a desolate landscape. As dawn broke, a ghastly scene awaited. The city, shrouded in a blanket of white powder, bore the scars of the night's horrors. The air was still thick with the smell of chemicals. The immediate impact was devastating, but the long-term consequences proved even more insidious. Thousands suffered from chronic respiratory illnesses, eye problems, and skin diseases. Children in Bhopal were born with birth defects, a cruel legacy passed down through generations. The disaster exposed the dire consequences of corporate negligence and the importance of stringent safety regulations. The most vulnerable were left to bear the brunt of the tragedy. The people of Bhopal, mostly poor and marginalized, were left to fend for themselves. Their struggle for survival became a daily battle. Their pleas for justice, for accountability, were met with silence, their suffering brushed aside. The world watched, but the response was slow and inadequate. Today, Bhopal stands as a testament to resilience and hope. The scars of the disaster remain, but the spirit of the people endures. They continue to fight for justice, for a better future. Memorials and tributes to the victims serve as a reminder of the tragedy. The memory of that fateful night lives on, a solemn reminder of the cost of negligence. Bhopal's journey towards healing is ongoing. The city continues to rebuild, to recover, to find hope in the face of adversity. The legacy of the disaster is a call to action, a reminder that we must never forget. As we reflect on this dark chapter in history, let us honor the memory of the victims and strive to ensure that such tragedies never happen again. Their voices may have been silenced, but their legacy lives on in our collective quest for a safer, more just world. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the annals of history. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, stay safe and stay informed. This is History Origins, signing off.